Hello, everyone. I haven't done a movie review in a while, and I wanted to do a review of this movie I picked up off eBay. It came in a double feature set. The movie's called DOA. It also came with a movie called Consenting Adults. Sorry I couldn't get a good picture here. But this movie had an all-star cast that intrigued me. Um, Dennis Quaid, Meg Ryan, Daniel Stern. And I saw it was a remake of the movie from the 50s, a movie from the 50s of the same title, DOA. And I won't give any spoilers in this review, but essentially, a guy gets poisoned and he has 24 to 48 hours to live, and he has to go try to figure out who's the one that poisoned him. And I read about this before I ordered the movie, and it did intrigue me, but I'm going to talk right now about why I really didn't like this film. So, look, good cast, but I will say, look, I've seen Dennis Quaid do much better. He did okay in this film, but I would rate this as an average performance. Meg Ryan, I hate to say it, but she was terrible in this film. Like, it's hard to believe she went on to be the actress she was with her performance in this film because she was pretty bad here. Daniel Stern, I really prefer the comedy version of Daniel Stern compared to more serious roles. And he was okay, but he wasn't mind blowing or nothing like that. So basically, yeah. So you got this professor, and he wrote some previous books and had some successes, but now he's kind of has like a writer's block. He hasn't published anything in a while, and he's teaching at this school. And you have Meg Ryan, who's one of his students, and she kind of like has a crush. She's kind of infatuated with him. Then you got this other kid. They wrote a book that wants him to read it for an assignment, and he really don't want to, and he's kind of putting the kid off. Well, the kid ends up committing suicide. We find out later on, no spoilers here, but we find out later on that the kid was murdered. You'll find that out pretty quickly in the movie, so I really don't consider that to be much of a spoiler, and it's pretty obvious anyway. So you find out the kid was murdered, and then he goes to the doctor, Dennis Quaid. He's not feeling very well. He goes to the doctor, and they're like, "Well, you've been poisoned." And he's like, "What? I've been poisoned? Like, this must be a mistake." And he's like, "Well, okay, give me the antidote." And they're like, "Well, you've already absorbed the poison, so even if we had an antidote, it wouldn't do much good." And he's like, "Okay, so how long do I have to live?" And they're like, "Well, 24 hours, maybe 48 at the most." So he goes on this quest to find out who killed him. And this, to me, is where the movie really falls apart, right? Because on one hand, if you tell somebody, okay, you got 24 to 48 hours to live, but he goes about doing all this stuff that just somebody who's poisoned couldn't do. Like, I mean, it's like a bunch of like little mini action scenes. He has sex. I mean, it's just pretty preposterous when you really break the film down and look at it at just how many like plot holes and how unrealistic some of the stuff he's doing is. I mean, considering that the guy could literally be dying any minute and he's out doing all this. And yeah, they have some scenes in there where he's sick or he might pass out for a second or, some stuff like that. It's just, to me, I just wasn't buying it. And I felt like they could have did that way better. And then in the end, you find out who the killer is, and it was predictable. From the first minute or two of the film, really, I was like, okay, I bet you this is what happens. And it happened. So I'm very disappointed with that because, look, if you watch a film, in my opinion anyway, if you watch a film and you forgive it time after time for plot holes, for inconsistencies, for unrealistic activity in the film, you at least at the end want to be mildly surprised, or you at least want to be, like, wow, okay, I didn't see that coming, and I saw that coming a mile away. So the killer reveal was weak. Um, yeah, despite the cast and despite reasonable performance from Dennis Quaid, I wasn't buying the film. I'm not going to make this review too long. I would say go check it out for yourself if you're a fan of any one of these actors, or you just haven't seen the movie in general and you can pick it up cheap, or maybe you can find a streaming service or something to watch it on. But, overall, I'll rate the movie probably like maybe 4 out of 10 or 2.5, 2 out of 5. I don't know. just wasn't really my thing. I expect better when you have a cast like this, and I expect, like I said, if you're gonna make a movie that has that many unrealistic events in it, make it at least somewhat surprising or compelling. It was just kind of status quo, really. Once he got diagnosed with, 24 hours, 48 hours to live. All right, so thank you all for watching. If you've seen this movie before and you agree or disagree, comment below. Let me know why. Thank you very much. Bye.